building. Also, Haroon Ali, Jennifer Martins, Jennifer Bissell, and everyone that was responsible for this event. Truly appreciate the opportunity. Because it's opportunities like this that allow us to reflect. And reflection is a powerful tool when wielded correctly. When I began my public speaking career, I thought about reflection. Why are words so important? Why are they powerful? I have come to learn that the art of speech is the ability to portray the truth past the lies that others tell themselves to be true. And so my goal is to deliver that to you. See, we set goals and aspirations because they are a major component of how we visualize our dreams, the things that keep us up at night. We set goals because human nature fears the unknown, the undefined, what we can't see. Very few are able to function at the peak of human performance and efficiency without a path towards some kind of objective. The desire for content forces our minds to develop ideas and dreams for our future. Alongside those dreams, about 5 seconds of afterthoughts, arrived the doubt and the severity of the challenge that faced us ahead. See, goals and dreams are spectacular things. In fact, they've constructed everything that you see around us here today. So tonight, I congratulate you guys, everyone, for setting goals, developing ideas to see your dreams through. Although understand, the investment you scholarship recipients are receiving tonight is not a representation of your current value. Is a depiction of your potential, and fulfilling your potential is not guaranteed. It requires conviction. By sitting here today, you have all signed a lifelong contract devoted to nothing less than excellence, where your mind is both doctor and execution. Welcome to your signing day. Signing day is the day in your life where you experience an event that requires you to operate at a level of which you've never experienced before. Launching adrenaline into your system, crumbling the negative thoughts, and stating, let's execute. The contract, simple. Start point, end point, and the price you're willing to pay for your dreams in between. It's defined every day. What are you prepared to do to see it through? That price changes every day. Some days it will be worth more than others. You must be prepared for that challenge. In the morning hours of the 22nd of March, 2020, my signing day came knocking at the door. A day that for the rest of my life would define me. I was playing video games, as most of us do, at 0500 in the morning. Temperature outside was a blistering negative 25 degrees. The sun had barely showed its face. I sat there with the controller in my hand and I wondered, what are you doing? Why are you wasting your talent? What do you have now to represent the passion, the obsession, the love for your craft that you have? So, I began running. I got up and ran until the sun came up. And when I looked down, I saw 10K. I had not realized in that moment I had signed my contract without even realizing it. See, after that 10K run, pushing my limits became a normality. My day followed a strict regimen. 3 workouts a day, 5 a.m., lift, heavy weight session. 12 p.m., abs and core at lunchtime in between classes. And 4 p.m. was cardio, 5K runs with push-ups of every leg. It was beautiful at the start. I was still on that adrenaline. Although slowly, fatigue and motivation ran dry as my promise to be an individual of my word bled dry. See, I got through these times by asking myself, could I make it to the next workout? Focusing on the task in front of me, not the longevity of my goal or the end goal, the beauty of it all. Could I make it to lunch? Could I make it to dinner? If I could do that, then I could go to sleep knowing that I'm an individual of my word, which is the measure of a man. See, the price you're willing to pay is a representation of the value of your dreams to you. Your actions will be transparent. It will be a view of your conviction. And better yet, you will know you're lying to yourself, which will haunt you and chase you no matter which corner you run and hide in. This is the lesson that I've learned in my life, most recently in track and field. See, I was never talented, never fast. In fact, I was cut from elementary school track team. I was cut from high school, always saying, you're not fast enough. We can't take you this year. Sorry, always next year. You should maybe try something else. I gave up, thinking it wasn't meant for me. So if you had told me that in my first year of university, I'd be competing as a varsity track and field athlete at the U Sports National Championships, I would have told you that you're insane. But belief was the difference. And from that, I created hunger. I wanted to do more. But that led me to my next lesson. Nobody told me what would happen next. In the midst of the greatest season of my life, darkness descended. In my second year of track and field, everything went wrong. Every run, every rep, nothing worked. Confusion set upon me. Everything that I was trying to do, all the hunger, the extra workouts, caused injury, caused negative performances, and as a result, I had dug myself a hole for which I had never imagined I would ever be. So I thought to myself, what would that kid who got cut from those teams think of you now? Nobody took a chance on you. But do you respect yourself enough to see this through? To let this not be the end of your story? I questioned whether I should even continue to run, put my mind through this torment. It was a season of setbacks back to back to back. When it wasn't on the track, it was off. I lost my uncle that year. I got into a car accident. But how did I make changes? I adapted. I was forced to, because I wanted a different outcome. You see, you have to understand that time is critical with respect to both patience and essential to action in remaining steadfast. My coping mechanism for this was every time we had a meet on Sunday or Saturday, if it didn't go well, I would tell myself, well, I'll be back to work on Monday. Focus on the task in front of you. See, breaking mentally, physically, emotionally, it's defining. Because at the end of the day, uncomfortable situations are painful. And painful must become familiar. And within this familiarity, we'll develop some sort of normalcy. And the painful will then become painless, and the uncomfortable will become comfortable as you begin to alter the mind that was once breakable. In my recovery from second year track and field, I shifted my focus. What can you do right now to improve? Is what I asked myself. What is within my control? I focused on details, paid attention to the critical stuff, devoted my importance to progression, using the correct methods. Patience is key in all of this, as you guys will realize. It kept me devoted to track, to my mission, and I had intent on continuous work despite the lack of seeing results. That's when it matters. Can you do it when you are not visually improving? Precision is everything. Every rep was done with intention, whether that be rest with intention, recover with intention, eat with intention. Be precise in your actions. And then it was the hunger that started it all that enabled me to do the last one. Pushing my limits, finding the uncomfortable and sitting in it. That is what has made me a great athlete and an even better leader. Because track and field has demonstrated lessons to me beyond sports. And more importantly, the same skills that I've learned in track and field has transferred to every avenue of my life. Lesson I learned from this is strength is equal to control in addition to force. You must know how to use your strengths so that you may address the weaknesses in your life. In January of 1941, Secretary of the Army Henry L. Stimson gave authorization to form a pursuit squadron in Rantoul, Illinois. After 2 years of training, the squadron would operate the P-40 Warhawk from Curtis. In Northern Africa and Italy, they earned a distinguished unit citation. This group was dubbed the 99th Fighter Squadron and later flew the famous P-51 Mustang, helping defend the United States Air Force bombers on their way to targets in Germany, helping win World War II. In the summer of 2013, I was walking through a store with my mom when I saw a DVD with a fighter pilot group and a plane in the background. And I told my mom, "Hey Mom, they look like me." I was 10 years old at the time, and that's the first time that I had seen a pilot that looked like me. See, this squadron wasn't just any squadron. This was the 99th Fighter Squadron, otherwise known as the Tuskegee Airmen, more commonly known as the Red Tails, which was the first all-black fighter squadron of the U.S. Air Force. They inspire me to this day because the strength of the Tuskegee Airmen came from their ability to control the controllables, apply force when necessary, making the best of every opportunity, even when they didn't see it, committing to their dream. They were unified in mission and purpose, controlling their minds to eliminate negativity and avoid obstacles in the path towards their goal. This group of outstanding airmen would be one of the first times, as I said, that I saw black aviators. And to this day, this reminds me of the grind, the grit, the work ethic that is ciphered without direction. Strength is equal to control plus force. See, how you approach every avenue, every discipline of your life matters. Success comes from everything. That is how discipline works. How you show up to school matters. How you apply yourself at work matters. No matter where you are, you have to be the same individual. Otherwise, you will be challenged. In aviation, I apply these same standards that I have in track. Public speaking, same standards. In my career development, I hold myself to the same standards. In school and teaching, how I deliver lessons, it's in the same standard. And in that way, I'm sure I'm an individual of my work, so I can deliver the lessons that I've experienced to those in front of me. See, approaching life with an attitude to excellence across all domains of operation ensure that no opportunities go missed, whether that to be learned, improved, or prove to others that you are who you say you are. The question is, do you respect yourself enough to do this? To go past the point of no return? Take accountability and live with the consequences of your actions of desire. To take complete authority over every fine-tuned detail of your dream. Be precise. To set goals that question the envelope of your determination and what you only know to be possible. The question is, do you respect yourself enough to live a life in which your mind is for eternity in combat with the individual you were yesterday? See, tonight you have all laid the foundations for your kingdoms of tomorrow. These kingdoms will be challenged, rebuilt, and destroyed. Although to rebuild you must have purpose, faith, and commitment beyond comprehension of others, and at times even yourself. A kingdom that is opposed from an outside attack can be rebuilt, but one that lacks integrity within and principle will crumble. It need not always make sense what you must do to maintain these kingdoms, or always have a clear path towards your dream, but it need be done. It will not be hard. Absolutely not. Hard is an understatement. It will be grueling. What will be easy is your ability to operate in these conditions and live with the individual that you are. And the fact that you are here tonight is a testament to that. You have what it takes to see it through. So ask yourself, is this journey worth it for you? I know it is. Is there enough conviction behind your words? And as I said, the simple act of you showing up here tonight has set the clock in motion for the realities you now face. The contract has been signed. Time is ticking. Will you use it with conviction? Thank you.